Every one of us has shopped online in some way, using some form of transaction tool or another. In the world of traditional finance, this is called e-commerce. But what do you know about Dcommerce? It's decentralized commerce after all. If a hypothetical Alice tokenizes her car and Bob buys a token, how can Bob be sure he'll get the car? And why tokenize physical objects anyway? The purpose of smart contracts is to automatically enforce contract terms, but they are not connected to the real world and cannot reliably influence it without data oracles. And the project solves the problem of the physical asset oracle by enabling automatic execution of off-network actions with minimal trust. Boson smart contracts are not linked to any particular domain and can perform any off-network action. This makes Boson applicable to many domains. However, the main goal of Boson Protocol version 2 is decentralized commerce. Dcommerce, as I mentioned earlier. Boson v2 is the basic building block that connects Web3 and real-world commerce, allowing smart contracts to securely perform commercial transactions offline. Boson has vision of creating a single digital marketplace for physical things where all products and services are searchable and automated trade via code. The Boson Protocol uses a decentralized infrastructure as a coordinator with minimal extraction, and its value is mediated by the Boson token, which we will return to later. Boson solves three main problems to achieve its goal. Let's use the example of Alice and Bob to continue looking at exactly what problems the protocol solves. And the first is that Alice can tokenize her car and Bob can buy a token, but how can he be sure that he will get the car? The second problem is that if Alice wants to buy remotely from Bob, how can she guarantee that the exchange will happen? Finally, the third problem is how to represent physical items digitally. Boson solves the physical asset oracle problem by ensuring that the token that Bob buys from Alice actually matches Alice's car. Boson uses oracles that are linked to the physical asset and can confirm that it is in the possession of the correct owner. For those who don't understand what an oracle is, it is a software or service that enables communication between the blockchain and the outside world by providing the blockchain with information about external events. This information can be used to make decisions and perform actions on the blockchain, such as executing smart contracts. Boson solves the problem of fair exchange by ensuring that the exchange occurs atomically. This means that both parties get what is due to them or neither. Boson achieves this by using smart contracts which perform the exchange atomically if certain conditions are met. About the solution to the problem of representing physical objects digitally. It does so by tokenizing those items. Tokenization allows the value of a physical item to be linked to a token that can be used to exchange it in the digital marketplace. But how do you do that, you're thinking? And here is the solution that project has found. Instead of tokenizing physical assets, Boson tokenizes trading obligations and locks them as a type of forward contract in smart contracts, which is tokenized as a redeemable non-fungible token. Boson is decentralized, optimistic, fair exchange protocol, which is optimistic because it assumes successful execution of the exchange if a dispute does not arise within a certain period of time. This and other optimizations allow for the efficient execution of trade in a decentralized infrastructure. How are disputes resolved in Boson decentralized infrastructure? A logical question that should have followed. The basic dispute resolution process is automated and uses algorithmic game theory to resolve conflicts between parties. In the rare cases where a dispute cannot be resolved by the process, it can be referred to an independent resolution center, which will make a decision based on the evidence and claims of the parties. Dispute mutualizes at Boson assets dispute risks and help sellers spread the cost of disputes across multiple transactions. The project already has an established application that enables such transactions. If you are going to sell several products and need more functionality that the standard seller profile provides, you can set up a storefront in Boson's D app if you wish. The storefront setup is free and allows you to combine your own offers as well as those of other sellers with your own color scheme, font and branding. How this works in detail and from a technical point of view can be seen in the technical documentation of the project, a link to which I will leave in the description, as well as other links on this review. As you understand, anyone can now tokenize any item and sell it that way. This is an important project in the world of cryptocurrency, as it is one that opens up new possibilities of interaction between the real world and the cryptocurrency world. What would you tokenize through the protocol and sell? Write your options in the comments. Subscribe to the project's Twitter and let's follow the updates together. See you in new videos.